Ford says it's now going to move focus production to China rather than Mexico. We had a chance to talk to Ford President of Global Operations, Joe Hinrichs, about this decision. When was the decision made to go to China instead of Mexico? And if you could kind of walk me through what some of the advantages are.
Sure. We've been working on this plan as a senior team for the last several months. We saw an opportunity, given the forecasted volumes and where segmentation is going in the small car business, to potentially utilize our Chongqing plants in China to produce this volume. And, the big advantage, of course, is that we're able to leverage existing capacity and, frankly, invest in one less plant to build the focus worldwide. And that involves things like tooling for the body shop, but also tooling for the supply base and all the sheet metal dies, which are very expensive in a vehicle program. So that's a big part of it. Also recognizing that we are going to export around over 80,000 vehicles from the U.S. to China this year. We're one of the top exporters of vehicles from the U.S. to China. And this balances out the trade a little bit in the future, but we still believe we'll have a trade surplus going to China in the future. But part of that balancing of trade helps out with currency exposure. But it also, again, is really about saving the capital that comes from making these massive investments in the plants.
Have you talked to the Trump administration?
Our government affairs team did notify the administration this morning about the great news around Kentucky truck plant and the $900 million in investment there, and also our plans for the focus production. We're really excited about both those products for our plants in the U.S., Canada, and Mexico.
Ford is also making a $900 million investment in its truck plant in Kentucky to pave the way for the new Expedition and Navigator. Jeff Gilbert, WWJ, News Radio 950.